It's useless here. This cannon is red. I should have a... It's useless here. There wouldn't be much sense in having it guard a cannon below deck. The purpose of these mannequins was to swell the ranks of the crew, so they had to be visible. Not here. A real sea dog would have never sat on one of the cannons turned to port. They were extremely superstitious. They thought that turning their back to the mainland was a sign of contempt, and that they would have been punished by the sea. This old mannequin was used to deceive the enemy. The more mannequins there were, the larger and more dangerous the crew seemed. I could use it to distract my dad and enter his cabin. If I could disguise it as a pirate, I could make it pass for one of Kid's most bitter enemies. If I'm not mistaken, he named Morgan and Blackbeard earlier. I really see it as a Morgan. They seem the right size. I don't think there was much variety of measurements on a pirate ship. It's starting to look like a member of the crew. A classy touch. The hat makes it look more important. Let's try to make it meaner. Discreetly threatening. This gives it an aura of mystery. I placed it here for a specific reason. It's useless to move it. I placed it here for a specific reason. It's useless to move it.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Captain, there's Morgan on the bridge.
Morgan. Damn scoundrel. You finally came back for the final showdown. It's really you, foul traitor. What nerve you dare show. By returning to the ship you turned your back on after it welcomed you as a child. Prepare yourself to face my wrath.
While Dad is busy, I can access the captain's cabin.
Your time.
Kid, the sea dragon. The adventure galley was equipped with extraordinary weapons, which is the reason it became legendary. It's the statue of a dragon. It was also Kid's nickname. Other than Scourge of the Seas, he was known as the Sea Dragon for the firepower of his cannons. Better leave it where it is. I don't need it to get Dad out of here. Dad has placed the logbook to protect the chalice's contents. Since I'm here, I better take them both. The same acrid smell of the mushrooms I saw in the cave emanates from the chalice. This could explain many things. Dad managed to survive all these years on a mixture of water and mushrooms. Even in small quantities, they sustain any organism that feeds on them and provide vital energy. On the other hand, they're also a powerful hallucinogen. Dad's state of shock following his fall from the cliffs, combined with the sight of Kid's ship, made him believe that he was the captain. If he keeps drinking from this chalice, he might never wake up. I have to get rid of this chalice. Professor Jones taught us that a strong adrenaline rush will counteract the mushroom's effect. First the chalice and then the adrenaline. One thing at a time. The galley's nautical charts. With these, it'll be possible to reconstruct the history of the ship, follow the routes it traveled, and identify the ships and cities it pillaged. These are the nautical charts of the galley. They will be worth a fortune. With these, it would be possible to retrace the ship's route. I can't deal with this right now. It's more urgent that I find a way to get out of here with Dad. It's a metal chalice. Dad uses it to drink. Inside it is a mixture of water and hallucinogenic mushrooms. It's the Adventure Galley's logbook. My first priority is Dad, though. Then I can study it calmly. I can't use them this way. I don't need it here. I'm not an arsonist.
It's time to end the game. Don't show your face again, Morgan.
Look who's back. Henry and his kid, the young Morgan.
How did you manage to get here, Steve?
It wasn't difficult. I was looking for you all over town, and suddenly, what a stroke of luck, I saw you entering the crypt in the graveyard. I waited for you a long time. Eventually, I decided to enter and I saw the tunnel. Henry, I didn't think you were still alive. I am partly relieved. My regret was consuming me. In the end, you were right. Kid's ship was docked here in Bone Town.
How dare you come aboard my ship without permission and offend a member of my crew? Who are you?
Henry, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Dad! Captain! It's Blackbeard! He was also able to get on board.
Blackbeard. Yes, I recognize you now. I see that you and Morgan are still inseparable. You'll end up just like him.
Henry, not again.
You leave me no choice.
I understand, Henry. I'm ready.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
The day of reckoning. Finally.
We'll see who comes out victorious.
This time you won't get away with it.
Let's see if you can handle me.
It's an engaging duel. I could stay here admiring them all day if I didn't have to save my dad and myself too. Better keep a safe distance.
Henry,
I can't let you go.
nobody wants to escape.
This time you won't get away with it.
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that. I don't think that... I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside. I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside. I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside.
On guard.
Whatever you want, Henry.
That's not a good idea. It could resurface in the vicinity of the ship. I have to find a way to get rid of it permanently. I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside. That's not a good idea. It could resurface in the vicinity of the ship. I have to find a way to get rid of it permanently. I don't need it here. I can't use them. I can't use them this way. It has lots of uses, but not this.
On guard.
Whatever you want, Henry.
The day of reckoning. Finally.
We'll see who comes out victorious.
I can't throw it away from here. It's too close to the ship, and the mushrooms would easily take root. It's not a good idea. The mushroom spores would grow on the ship's coating. I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms... I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't... I have to get rid of it. I have to get... I'm not an arson. I should have a very valid reason to do something like that. Why on earth should I leave through this hole? When it was opened, the cannon could shoot. I can see the cave in which the ship is docked. It's a relatively new cannon. Probably after the last... Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that the shot could ricochet and cause damage.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside. I have to get rid of it. I have to get...
On guard!
Whatever you want, Henry.
I can't let you go.
Nobody wants to escape.
This time you won't get away with it.
Let's see if you can handle me.
Is this all you can do?
I'm just warming up.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
I can't move now.
The day.
I can't move now.
Finally.
I can't move now.
Who comes out victorious?
Prepare yourself.
I was born ready.
Can't you do any better?
You'll see.
I have to get rid of it.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
I can't.
I have to get rid of it. I don't need it. I don't want to ruin. I need this. Better not. I can't use... I don't think... I have to get... It's the adventure galley's lock.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
I can't let you go.
Nobody wants to escape.
This time you won't get away with it.
It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick.
All you can do.
I'm just warming up.
I have to get rid of it so that the mushroom... I have to... I don't need it here. That's not a good idea. It could resurface in the vicinity of the ship. I have to find a way to get rid of it permanently. I can't use... I think they... I'd rather not touch them. This species of mushroom is extremely... The Mexican... I have to get... I don't think that would... I don't want to go back now. I'd rather not touch them. This species, the Mexican... It's a colony of Mexican Silas. They're according... I don't need it here. I don't think that... I don't think that... I don't think... I don't need it.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
The day of reckoning. Finally.
We'll see who
I don't need it here.
this.
I think they can be used in a more useful way. It has lots of...
That's all you can do.
I'm just warming up.
I have to get...
Let's see what...
I need this to...
On...
I need this to frame Steve.
The day of reckoning. Finally.
We'll see who comes out victorious.
It's one of the galley's cannons.
Prepare yourself.
I can't use this cannon to get rid of the chalice. It hasn't got a wick.
Can't you do any better?
You'll see.
I can't use this cannon to get rid of the chalice. It hasn't got a wick.
Do.
On guard!
I can't let you go.
Nobody wants to escape.
I'm not an arsonist.
This time
I'm not an...
won't get away with it.
Let's see.
A matchbox.
Oh, me.
Not now.
Is this all you can do?
I'm just warming up.
I can't throw it away from here. It's too close to the ship, and the mushrooms would easily... I can't shoot in this direction. The ship is too close to the rocks. It's not a good idea. The mushroom spores would grow on the ship's coating. It should work. It's not a cannonball, so it won't have such a devastating effect. And now the coup de grace. Fire! I did it! Heck, I didn't see that coming. The racket from the cannon was more devastating than the shell itself. Better go back on deck and alert Dad.
You don't stand a chance this time.
We'll see. I admit it. You defeated me, Henry.
A victory over a man who was once a friend has no value for me.
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt your duel, but I think we need to go. The cave is collapsing.
Captain, what are you talking about?
The adrenaline caused by the duels with Jimbo and Steve is reducing the effect of the mushrooms. Hurry, let's go. There's not much time.
Not before seeing the treasure. I've never been so close to it, and I have no intention of leaving now.
But Steve, not now. There will be other opportunities in the future.
Yes, Steve. The kid's right. Let's run while we still can.
Henry, do you recognize me?
Steve, is that you? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like I just woke up from a long dream.
There's no time, Dad. Let's go.
Dad? How come? Who?
You go! I want Kid's treasure. It represents my whole life's work. Henry, just know that I didn't want any of this to happen.
Steve!
Farewell.
Dad, let's go.
Okay, I'll follow.
Dad, I finally found you.
Willy, is that really you? How long has it been?
10 years, Dad. 10 very long years.
10 years. So this means you received my letter.
Yes, but why did you only have it delivered after all this time?
I sensed that something was wrong with Steve. I could see it in his behavior. When I realized that the search for Kid's treasure was becoming an obsession, I started to suspect that he could hurt our family. I hid my piece of the map and decided to deal with him. You are a Morgan. You have the spirit of adventure in your blood. But you were only 5, and I didn't want to trouble Mom with such a burden. I hoped that in 10 years Steve's obsession would vanish. I decided that if anything ever happened to me, you, after turning the necessary age, would be ready to pick up from where I left off. So I sent the post-dated letter.
I read Steve's diary. I know you fell off the cliff. How did you survive?
A stroke of luck. I fell right into the sea, and the tide pushed me toward an underwater passage that led directly to the cave. I wanted to find a way to get back to the surface, but I had to recover my strength first. The last thing I remember is some really delightful mushrooms. Then, it's all a blank.
Dad, let's go back home. We had a lot of things to talk about. Plus, we have to find a way to tell Mom without making her faint.
Elizabeth. Yes, we should go back.
Ready to leave Bonetown once and for all?
Bonetown is not a bad town. As soon as the legal formalities are arranged, we could think about coming back here. Remember, deep inside the cave is still the adventure galley. Who knows how much you can still tell the world about the golden age of piracy.
Speaking of which, when I took the chalice, I also brought the ship's logbook with me. Here it is.